still September 30th. There were three in my dream. There were 3 locations. There were 3. I grouped 2 of them together, but so there's this, and I think I grouped them up because of the movement of the clearing, and I saw it from different perspectives. So if I'm facing this way, the first group of people, that's where most of the fear and the chaos was from. And it was over water. They were being cleared out by this force, external force. They were just being cleared out. But the movement of it being cleared out, it got like, some of them were pushed into this other, so it was over water. We were in a boat. Okay, if I'm being more descriptive, we were in a boat. There was a boat. There were a lot of people. And the boat was being, there was this external force that was kind of pushing the boat, tipping the boat over to clear out the people. The feeling that I got was this clearing of people. And the people that felt the most chaos were the group in the middle. It was the group in the middle that felt the most chaos, because there was more action in that clearing, if you will. And the fear of people had for their lives, really. But I combined it. Some of the clearing, the water being pushed onto land, and there was land over here, but it was land, but it was wide open. But because there was that movement over, I took it as one. But it wasn't, because over here there wasn't a lot of chaos, but more of this, there was still fear, but there was more space. And there were people wandering, but there was still fear because of the wandering, because of not knowing where to go. And so out of all 3 locations, only 2 had the doors. And the 2 that had the doors was the group with the helpers and the group of the people who were kind of pushed from the chaos into the wandering. Yeah. Because the push was that way. The people who were helpers were like, they were just safe. They were contained. They were, like the external force was not impacting them at all. It was the rest of the people. But the people in the middle, where I was, in the middle of these 2 sides, there was chaos, there was fear, and there was really no way out. Unless you were pushed, unless you were kind of like, through the clearing of it, you were kind of nudged to this side. But this side was just open space. So this was over the water. There was like a waterfall, and the boat was being tilted over. But the feeling that I got was that it was an external force creating all of this, and the fear of the people and the chaos and not knowing what to do. But the clearing of it, there was a whoosh, a push, and there was like water that kind of flowed onto this land right next to it, but it was an open space, and there were trees around. But with the openness, there were people who were wandering, and they were lost, and there was also fear, but more confusion. And there was a door. And there were some people that were able to find the door, but it wasn't being used as much. It wasn't being used. And then the people who were safe, they were just safe, and the feeling that I got was just safety and happiness and just comfort, really, in knowing. And there was a door there, and there were people coming in and out. There was more activity there. I just want to share that because I realized, like, it was 3 different places. It was 3 different groups of people. 3 different groups of people, not 2, 3. That was interesting. So I started watching Laurie Anderson in the Mahindra Humanities Center. I'll include the link. She's really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of her. Gary sent me her link, the one before, and I just subscribed because I really liked it. And then they put out another 24-hour access, so it's only available 24 hours. So this one's called Rocks. It's really interesting too. So, but anyways, I was just listening to that, and I was doing some work, and I just got triggered. I was like, it was 3 groups of people. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to share that. It seems like it's a really nice day today. It's 80 degrees outside, so I need to go for a walk before I see my 2 clients, and maybe go grab some coffee, and see, I have a client at 4. Okay. Grab some coffee and go rent. I want to rent the other movie, probably autumn afternoon, because we're in autumn. And yes, this is what my hair looks like after I finish getting ready. But alright, I need to have breakfast because it's noon and I haven't had breakfast. But I just wanted to share that before I forgot that it's a white hair. Oh, it fell out. I'll put it back on. Maybe I forgot that I realized it was 3 different settings in that dream. Okay. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, you know, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and you know, we'll see what else comes next for me. So